I've tried a lot of the Hitachino Nest beers over the years. I don't remember if Untapped was like giving out badges for checking into different ones, or if it was just at the beginning of Untapped and I was just trying to get all the crazy check-ins I could. Plus, it's really cool to check into beers from Japan. What's up, everybody? It's Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. And although I have had a few Hitachino Nest beers in the past, I don't think I've ever reviewed one, and I've never had this one. So I was talking to Average Joe from the Beer Patrol, and once again he reminded me that there's a Red Wine and Brew over in Westlake, which isn't far from my house. He always goes to the one in Menor, and I always just think of the one in Menor. I always forget there's that one over in Westlake, but I went over there. Great beer selection, but not a great single can selection, but I did find some cool stuff. And this beer here is one of the cool things I found. So this is the Hitachino Nest Pirika, if I said that correctly. And it's from, I don't know how I'm going to pronounce this, or how to pronounce this all, but Kiuchi Brewery, K-I-U-C-H-I Brewery out of Japan. I always thought that the brewery was Hitachino Nest, but I think that's just the name of most of their beers, or all their beers or something. A lot of writing on the can. Their cans always have this owl on it, with different colors and pictures and things, but it's always got that owl. A lot of Japanese writing on it. It's 4.5% ABV, 30 IBUs. And this is a beer brewed with Yuzu and Japanese Sansho pepper. So Yuzu is like an Asian citrus fruit. And Sansho pepper is another Asian spice, or is an Asian spice. And apparently it's the standard spice for when you're to put on broiled eel. Now, I can't say I've ever had broiled eel. I don't know that I've even seen eel on a menu anywhere I've been. So I don't know what to say about that. I'm sure I would try it if I saw it, but I don't know. So I don't have any experience with Sansho pepper. I don't know if it's going to be peppery like black pepper, or it's going to be spicy like a habanero, or what it is. But it sounded really interesting. So on the back here, if I can read it, if it's in English, Hitachino Nest beer, Nakashi, Ibaraki, Japan. It's 11.83 fluid ounces, product of Japan. A light and splendid session IPA using carefully selected Japanese Sansho peppers and Yuzu. Enjoy the spicy tingle of the Sansho peppers and the gentle, refreshing aroma of Yuzu. So there we go. I guess it's going to be a little spicy. Imported by B United International, brewed and canned at Kiuchi Brewery in Japan. Product of Japan, 4.5% ABV, like I said. And that's everything on the can here. I think this is I don't know if this is a candle date or what it is, but this might be from 2025 if this is a candle date. It just says PI.25.06H. I don't know if that's a candle date or a like product code or what that is. But hopefully this is still good. I'm getting so tired of buying beers that are out of date. It's getting harder and harder to find fresh in-date beers. Hopefully all those beers I bought from Halftime Beverage are fresh and in-date. So at Red Wine and Brew, I paid $4.50 for this can. Enough talking about it. Let's get on into it. On Untapped, this gets a 3.44 with 9,000 check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it gets a 90 outstanding, but there were only 13 check-ins. I'm really hard pouring this, and there's not much of a head at all. Not much of a head. Just a bunch of big fisheye bubbles that will probably dissipate before I get to talking about it. Get a nose on it. That's really odd. Hashtag dip your beak in it. It has like it's an interesting, like kind of spicy, kind of fruity, almost Sprite-like smell. I mean, it's very reminiscent of like a Sprite in the smell. Maybe a little bit more tart citrus forward. And just a hair of spice, but it's very reminiscent of Sprite to me. As far as color, like I said, that head's died down completely. But color, that's like a very cloudy yellow color. Can't see through that at all. And that head's just gone. I mean, there's no head on there anymore. Yeah, it's just a very interesting soda, like Sprite, but not Sprite, like this tart citrusy soda-like smell. It's very odd and interesting. I'm excited to try this. I don't even know how you say cheers in Japanese, so I'm just going to say cheers. Light-bodied. It is somewhat soda-like. I'm not really getting any spice yet. But there's this kind of sour, citrusy flavor. And almost like a pepper note mixed in with it. It's kind of odd. And again, I don't know if the can is still in date or not, if this is fresh or not. But it's just kind of there. And at $4.50 for this can, not even 12 ounces, I think I'm going to have to give it a let it play. It's just not as special as I expected it. It's not as crazy as I expected it to be. I mean, I'm not getting any big peppery notes, any real spice out of it. There's some tart, weird, sour citrus thing going on. But at least this can isn't that great. Now, I totally forgot. I meant to look. I totally forgot to see if, what's his name? Japanese Craft Ale, Japanese Craft Beer Review. Sorry, I forgot your name off the top of my head all of a sudden. Has reviewed this. And if he has, I'll link it down below in the description. That way you can get a second opinion of this beer if he has reviewed it. I know he gets a lot of, he does all these crazy Japanese beers. Awesome channel to follow because he really gets some wild beers you never see anywhere else. It's neat to see the Japanese brewing culture through his eyes and through his videos. So if he has reviewed this, I'll link that down below in the description. Have you had this beer from Hitachino Nest, the Pirika? If you have, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about it. What other Hitachino Nest beers have you had? I think this is the first one I've actually reviewed on my channel. Maybe I'll try to pick up some more. I don't know. They do seem to be a little pricey. But maybe if I see some, I'll pick them up. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, embrace the adventure.